Alright everybody, welcome to MMS Live from Talladega. Garrett Jenkins up in the booth as always, bringing you covers for tonight. We're going to make this quick. Teams of two back in action yet again. We're going to roll off with the starting lineup for tonight. Cutting Eagles, Matthew Lee will be rolling off from the front row. Right behind it, Richard Elliott, Matthew Patton. Jeff Merck, Steve Sizemore will take up the third row, rolling off fifth and sixth for tonight. Jackson by James Ware in row 4. Right behind them, Andrew Santos, Max Dander rounds out the top 10. Elite Ray, Casey Sprinkle rolls off row 6. They will complete the fast 12 for tonight. Nathan Harper, Ethan Eckert, row 7. Dylan Jones, John Ward will roll off row 8 deep in the field for both. Daniel Eberhardt and Joshua McCullough, row 9. Jason Pastrana, Kim McCullough will roll off 19th and 20th back to row 10. Tyler McClellan, Mark Vondale, row 11. And that is the starting lineup for tonight. Up on boards for tonight, Cody Eagles. We'll be rolling off from the front row. Corey mentioned it further back in the field. Elite Ray Tent Solutions on board. Next to him, Casey Sprinkle. John Ward, new paint for Dega Pros. Rolls off 14th. We get set. Mark Vondale, Casey Sprinkle in the pits. We're going to see if they hold it. Yep. Going to delay the start here. Allow Mark Vondale to rejoin at the end of the field. Right on board with Cody Eagles down the back straightaway and listen to when he fires to get us started. We're rolling for Talladega. now, Richard Elliott working on the inside, cutting the Eagles, a little bit of contact. Jeff Merck by Steve Sizemore, among others, on the bottom lane. Now, Case Sprinkle going to look to the outside in that third lane. Matthew Patton's going to put Sprinkle in the wall, run him out of room. Ward to the middle. Right now, down the back straightaway. Matthew Patton. 1 and 2. Sprinkle and Eckert's going down to the middle. Going to bring Malik Ray and Nathan Harper with him. He was going to stay to the middle. Oh! Casey saves it. Good grief. Casey Sprinkle saves it. Really don't lose nothing in the process. Going to get in front of Byes. About to wreck him again. Fast drivers that last lap. Daniel Harper, James Wareham, Malik Ray, and Matthew Patton. Oh, but strut up into the wall. We already got one in the air. Chase Mastrada's came in contact. That one truck finally getting off the wall. That looks like Daniel Eberhardt. Well, see what happened. Chase Mastrada went down. Stack up on the bottom. Looks like Mastrada still comes up in front of Eckert. Yeah, Eckert just, well, I don't think Eckert had much of a choice in that one. Rewatch it, slow time. But what it's going to be, stack up on the outside lane. Well, there's one check up there, Eckert into the back. Mastrada comes up into Eckert. Eckert just trying to save it. Unfortunately, right hooks Mastrada into the oncoming Daniel Eberhardt. And it's on. Didn't involve as many trucks as what I thought it was going to. No, but a wild ride for Daniel, right on board with him. D3. We'll take a ride along the safer barrier before it finally comes back to rest. Well, let's see if this one. Well, actually, we'll go off of. Malik Ray and others will be in this time. Ray and others down and away. Yeah, the Ray, Harper, Casey Sprinkle. Top 3 off the pit road. There we go. Malik Ray, Harper, and others taking fuel only. Still don't nice bit. For the rear racket, Cody Eagles, Max Danda. First and second, Matthew Lee, John Ward, Andrew Santo. The top 5, Elliott Everhart, Malik Ray, Nathan Harper, and Casey Sprinkle. The top 10 as we get set to go back racing. We're rolling again for Talladega. Now Matthew Lee is going to hang on to the outside lane, get pushed by Ward and Richard Elliott. Chase Mastretta in this time to serve his drive-through penalty. Right now, 4 drivers making 5. Santo just to the outside lane. Right now, Elliott and Everhart leads. Elliott. Them on board. And on board, Jeff Merkin working themselves into the top 5. Santos, Matthew Lee, Jackson Buys. Among others, Santos stuck in the middle. Merck's going to drop down to the bottom. Or to the middle, rather. Only going to lead 3 trucks. Dan is pushing Elliott for all it's worth. Jackson Buys to the bottom. Elliott down the cover. Everhart will jump up to the middle lane. Dan is going to go win him in that 48 machine. Santos stuck on the outside. Right on board with Cody Nichols. Right now, Cody started first. Right now, running back in the 9th spot. Tank out there right now. It's just right at this point. Right now, Elliott, Everhart, Jeff Merck, James Ware, Max Dandy, the top 5, Steve Sizemore, John Ward, Andrew Santos, Matthew Lee. Right now, the top 10, the biggest movers since the start of this race. There you see it, Everhart, Ward, Tucker McClintock, Kim McCullough, Max Danda. There are your 5 biggest movers since the start of this race. Come back to that in just a little bit. Right now, 2x2 field either trying to, third of field trying to get track position on the outside lane. The rest just riding, trying to save what fuel they can. Right now. Right now, I think that caution kind of worked the field up. Maybe trying to push it a little too hard. Chase Mastretta is back out onto the racetrack. Starting his drive-through penalty. 33 seconds off the leader and counting. Right now, they're going to take it 3 wide. Everhart in the middle, along with Elliott, making 4 wide. Matthew Patton said, never mind. And down in front of Everhart, Patton leaves at the line. 36 to go. Larry McClellan stuck up by himself. Merrimack scratch stack. Jackson Buys up on the outside lane. Santos going to try it again. Right now, Santos off the line. There they go, 4 again. Elliott the odd man out this time. Right now the field. Gonna try to settle this 3-wide action down the back straightaway. Patton, Waring, Steve Sizemore worked inside the top 3. Tucker McClendon, Jeff Mert in the top 5 as the field works down the back straightaway. Go behind the RVs here for a second. Tucker McClendon getting pushed by Jackson Byes with a big head of steam. McClendon coming for the top spot. McClendon will add his name to a list of drivers to lead tonight. Byes on the outside, bringing Eberhardt with him. Comes Santos and Max Danda again. As Byes will get a push from Eberhardt and going into turn number 1, puts the 33 out front just for the moment. Oh, Santos gets Eberhardt a little loose. Right now, McClendon down to the bottom again. Byes, Elliott almost getting together with Patton. They're going to be 3 wide again. Jeff Burke to the outside. Couple of new features for tonight. Another one we're going to try to bring out tonight. Your lap leaders and how many. Oh, McClendon almost gets turned. We'll come back to that in a minute. Yeah, now he's got to get back onto the racetrack. Going to affect it. It's affecting the whole pack. McClendon almost wrecks it through the grass. Oh, up in the traffic. Gets cleared by Mark Vondell and Ethan Eckert. There's the caution. Well, go back and see what happened. This is all going to start from a push. Well, it's all going to originate from turn 4. And it's going to start with Tucker McClendon, actually. He's already loose there. Rewind it real fast. Byes gonna give him a shot. Bet off center. Gonna get McClendon on the apron. Byes just, well, Jackson never gets off of him. Understand? I think Jackson's just trying to push him, gets him uneased. Then we're going to fast forward up here. Right now, everybody's in survival mode. McClendon's trying to figure out how the hell am I going to get back up here. And just does get the apron, gets off centered through the grass. No traction, up in front of everybody. Eckert into the back of Sprinkle. Vondell into McClendon. It's going to save Chase Mastretta. He'll be back in this. We are under caution for the second time tonight. With a field in this time. Drivers down and away. Richard Elliott will get raced off pit road. Everhart, Patton, Jeff Burt, Matthew Lee, your top 5. Okay. Still don't quite agree with it. Sort of accurate, sort of right. Right now, Elliott, Eberhart, Matthew Patton, Jeff Mark, Matthew Lee, 4 tires. We know that for a fact. And that is top 10 off the pit road. So, update what I was going to go for earlier. We'll bring it back up later on in the race. Lap leaders so far tonight. See them at the screen and where they are running as of right now. Of course, pit stops have a lot to do with this. Cody Nichols led the most laps so far. Elliott's with 7. Richard Elliott 6. Dan Patton and Tucker McClendon has led 2 laps. Lee and Ward only 1. What a re-racket. Richard Elliott, Daniel Eberhart. First and second, Matthew Patton, Matthew Lee, Cody Nichols, your top 5. Malik Ray, Steve Sadmore, Nathan Harper, John Ward, Ethan Eckert, the top 10. Alright. The field into United Rails restart zone. We're rolling again. Rail jumping to that third lane. Scott Harper and Eckert right with him. A little bit of separation further back. Field single file out, coming back strong. But right now, Malik Ray to the top of the board. Bringing Harper and Eckert with him, who was back in it. Eckert, a little bit of damage, no harm, no foul. The field works off for turn 4 yet again. 27 to go this time. Right now, Elliott, Everhart, Jackson By coming up on the bottom lane, bringing Joshua McCullough's D. Sizemore with him. Remember last time we were live with MMS, how close Steve Sizemore came to yet another win in MMS. Ethan Eckert way up the racetrack with Danda trying to stay in front of him. .26 to go. Racing like it's 6. Santos stuck in the outside lane again. Casey Sprinkled now jumps up to the outside lane. Danda said, forget Ethan Eckert. I'm going to jump to the middle lane. Down the back straightaway, Matthew Patton, Cody Nichols, Mastrada, Martin Vondale right in that middle lane. Richard Elliott and Everhart now jump up with them. Malik Ray still leads into turn number 3. Right now, field scattering down the back straightaway, able to keep through it all. Richard Elliott to the top of the board. Malik Ray's going to have a say in it. Eckert trying to grab the right rear of Nathan Harper, not able to get there yet. And Elliott almost puts Malik Ray in the wall. Sprinkle up in front of Nichols. They're almost about to wreck again. 4 wide, further back to 3. Good grief. 4 wide, patted up the middle. What middle lane? He barely had one to fit it through there. Making it work so far. They're getting ready to. They're about to see the field fly apart worse than a tornado in Oklahoma. Just a matter of time, they'll settle back down for now. No, they're still jumping up back there around Everhart, Patton, Cody Nichols, and others. Right now, 3 by 3 by 3. For the top part of the racetrack, Ethan Eckert going to try to add his name to the list of leaders tonight. Yeah, we get it. Standing down on the apron, going to try to blend back up. But he'll do it, barely, maybe. He did. Oh boy, Danda. Eckert leads, Malik Ray, Nathan Harper. Matthew Lee cutting Eagles the top 5. Joshua McCullough actually make it 6. McCullough, Eagles, Mastrutta, Jackson by Santos, the top 10. Right now, everybody's trying everything they can just go for his lead. Joshua McCullough up there trying to make something happen. Eckert's still going to lead that outside lane. Right now, 21 to go. Oh, Joshua McCullough. Almost completely out of shape. Right on board with Kevin McCullough. Getting started 20th right now. Up to 13th. Big check up. Almost to the back of Sizemore. Still checking up. Jay Sprinkles jumps down in front of Sizemore. Right now, Malik Ray continues to lead over Eckert buys. Nathan Harper, Chase Mastrutta. Here comes Joshua McCullough with a run. Jackson Barnes in this time. Oh, McCullough, another spinning to the grass. Matthew patted hard into the wall. Pit wall, that is. Man. See what happened. We got it for the blank cam. Oh, Joshua McCullough. What in the name of Mike? Case Springer goes sliding through the grass as well. Long went by. Look at Joshua McCullough again. And McCullough, I guess, second thought about coming in. Clips buys. Well, right on board with Ken McCullough through this, see what he can see how this unfolds in front of him. Jackson Byes is on board. And this will really give us probably about the only narrative. Well, third caution of the night. Steve Sizemore, your leader over Elite Ray. Matthew Lee, Nathan Harper, Dylan Jones, the top 5. Chase Pastrana, Ethan Eckert, John Ward, Andrew Santo, and Casey Sprinkle, the top 10. Well, Ray Rackett. Steve Simon, Elite Ray, Nathan Harper, Matthew Lee, Chase Pastrana, your top 5. Dylan Jones, John Ward, Eckert, Sprinkle, Jeff Burke, the top 10. All right, we're rolling again. 15 to go from Talladega. second spot. Malik Ray falling back. However, is going to pick up. Oh, almost going to get. Another close one. Casey Sprinkle jumps up in front of Malik Ray. They almost watered him up again. Matthew Lee, Dylan Jones, Chase Mastretta up on the outside lane. Brandon Ward, Steve Sizemore, the sitting duck. Eckert and Eagles down to the bottom lane. Now Mastretta down with them. Right now, Lee Mastretta, Dylan Jones, almost gets one. Two by two for the moment, 13 to go. Sprinkle to the outside, bringing Malik Ray with him. Oh, Matthew Lee up in front of Sprinkle almost. Another, they're getting lucky with these. Whew. They're getting very lucky with these blocks. Estrada, Dylan Jones, Kenneth McCullough up the middle lane, Lomer Ward, Joshua McCullough, Sizemore, and Jackson buys. Down to the bottom lane. However, Mastretta, Eckert, Jones still in that middle lane. Contact, Sprinkle down too much. Mastretta hard into the wall. There they go. Mastretta, Lee, Casey Sprinkle, Sizemore, Nathan Harper. Harper's in it. Richard Elliott's tore up. John Ward's a smoking mess. The points leader for the Truax Truck Series. Be a fast repair, done and gone for Casey Sprinkle. Sizemore back there, Chase Mastretta. Well, Neil's coming. Go back and see what happened. Taking a little bit long for the rewind. It's a hard one to really say. Go at it from the far chase cam. Honestly, tough one to really call. Well, Sprinkle's going to dive it to the middle. Going to try to side draft. Comes down. Put part of that on Casey Sprinkle. As Lee eventually holds the line. Sprinkle kept coming down until he finally hit Chase Mastretta, and then look at everybody else. Ward, Sizemore, Eberhardt, Chase Mastretta, Knight's more likely done. Chase Mastretta has not took a fast repair. Running on board with a couple of drivers, starting with Casey Sprinkle. John Ward with the Dega Pro on board. Try to get his way through. Good God Almighty. Chick-fil-A on board with Nathan Harper. That just fell right in Harper's lap. Up into the air he goes. We can keep doing these all day. Steve Sizemore. Still not over. There are a lot of drivers taking a fast repair. Last on board we'll take before we get back to going green, Richard Elliott. Yeah, it fell right in Elliott's lap. I don't think Elliott even hit anything that hard. Right in the front, Dylan Jones, Malik Ray, Ethan Eckert, Kevin McCullough, Cody Nichols, your top five. Jeff Burke, Mark Von Dale, James Ware, Matthew Patton, Jackson Byes. Your top 10. And nobody came in under this last stop, not the ones in the top 10 is concerned. Alright. Jones, Ray, into United Rails restart zone. Rolling again. Start by Jones, that best one you could ask for. Malik Ray, Kevin McCullough. Chase Mastretta with a hell of a run. Mastretta one lap down. Looking to try to get that lap back. Down back straightaway, McCullough blends in line. Colin Eagles and Jackson buys us. Malik Ray back to the top spot. Dylan Jones stuck in the middle. Casey Sprinkle in and serving drive-through penalty. 7 to go. Rolling right up the inside lane. Bringing Eagles and Jackson Buys with him. Right now it's going to take a lot to break Eckert and Malik Ray. I'll throw that statement out there now. Third lane starting to form up. Here comes Dylan Jones with Matthew Lee. Mastruda's going to go down to the bottom. Mastruda's not a part of this. He just wants his lap back. At the line, giving the race. 6 to go. Right now, Malik Ray a little bit too far out. Yeah, Eggert ain't gonna leave him yet. 5 to go. Jeff Murray holding on to a strong third place run. Nathan Harper back in it after going airborne earlier. Now, top 3 drop down to the middle lane, back up to the top. We're going to try to prevent Josh McCullough and Nathan Harper from getting a run. Burton stuck in the middle lane. 3 by 3 down the back straightaway still. When they're getting closer and closer, aggressive starting to pick up. 3 to go next time by. It's time to start making moves if you're in the back. Try to see desperate men do desperate things. Four to go. Jackson Bives going to take it 4 wide up the outside with John Ward and Cody Nichols with him. Oh! Sizemore around. No caution yet. 2 to go. Caution it out now. They're wrecking further back, turn 1. Calamity corner yet again. James Warren, Matthew Patton, Max Daniel involved in this. John Ward through the grass. Fender missing for Ward. We'll be going to MMS overtime first. See what happens. Oh, the McCulloughs put together. Josh tried to hold on to it. He'll make contact with Ward. Jeff Mark slams the wall hard. So does Madden. Another look at it here from the far chase cam. Simply just everybody's trying to make everything happen. You're trying to make every push count. Call all over the back of Joshua. Just get all centered, gets Joshua loose. Joshua does his damage to try to save it. Unfortunately, made contact with Ward. John Ward's going, well, no, he's going to lose a fender in all this, but other than that, he'll come out pretty okay. Well, Elite Rays left 14 laps so far tonight. Eckert only left 4. Harper, Jones, and Byes will be your top 5. Joshua McCullough, Matthew Lee, Cody Nichols, Tucker McClendon, Mark Vondale up inside top 10. Ain't heard a lot out of Vondale all night. Re-rack it. Malik Ray, Ethan Eckert, Nathan Harper, Dylan Jones, Jackson Byes, your top 5. Joshua McCullough, Matthew Lee, Cody Nichols, Tucker McClennan, Mark Vondell will be your top 10. We're rolling. Eckert not going. Right now, Malik Ray leaves the top side. Got Harper, Eckert, Jones, Joshua McCullough right behind him, along with Nichols, Byes, and others. Nothing on the bottom lane. Be one to go. We're there to get back to the white flag. Wrecking. Danda Casey sprinkling through the grass. Get him McCullough as well. Big damage to McCullough. And not really. A little bit of damage to the front. However, Max Danda just trying to get it back rolling. See what happened yet again. Santos got into McClennan into Ward. Elliott Sprinkle. Man. John Ward's night more than likely. Don't know how bad that truck is damaged. Right on board with the Deca Pro captain. Casey Sprinkle's on board. Almost had it made. Well, be right back after this. to re-rack it one more time. Malik Ray, Nathan Harper, Ethan Eckert, Dylan Jones, Joshua McCullough, the top 5. Cody Nichols, Jackson Byes, Matthew Lee, James Ware, and Mark Vondell, the top 10. Alright, let's settle it. Ray, Harper, we're rolling again. Lee, Ray, and Eckert jumped up to the outside of the lane. Take a hell of a pull down to the bottom. Right now, everybody's trying to fit up to the top lane. McCullough and Byes trying to figure out where they want to go in this. Right now, if Malik Ray and Harper stay right where they're at, they will more than likely take home the team prize. White flag. We'll see it. 1 lap to go. They're all trying to scatter. Nichols and Jones up to the top side of the racetrack. Ethan Eckert pretty much stuck where he's at. But Jones will have one more run if they can get formed up. Over turn 4 for the final time. Wrecking in the back, Vondell up in the air, Ware and others. Eckert looks to the outside, is going to run out of time. Malik Ray to victory lane. Ray, Eckert, Harper, Dylan Jones, Cody Nichols, your top 5. Byes, Matthew Lee, Joshua McCullough, Casey Sprinkle, Steve Sizemore, the top 10. Malik Ray back to victory lane yet again. Well, I would say unofficially, but I'm pretty sure everybody got through that clean. You can't get a word with Malik Ray. Malik Ray, Garrett James up here, broadcast buddy. You got a copy, buddy?
What's up, man? How you doing?
A long time no see. How you been doing?
Doing good, doing good. Can't complain.
Hell yeah. Well, nothing to complain about tonight. You walk out of here leading the most laps again. And by my calculations, just the way I look at it, a first and a third for you and Nathan Harper, I am pretty sure you two will walk out of here with the team win tonight. Take us through it. Calm race to start with. Couple cautions evened out. Then, well, all hell breaks loose at the end. Just take us through the night.
It was just a really smooth and solid night. I just want to shout out Nate. He did a hell of a job communicating and stuff like that. Like he was doing a super good job of staying on top of who was where and what lane was coming and who was lined up with who. So shout out to him for all of his communicating and Ethan too, because he did really well there at the end. All three of us did very good for not being able to like speak to each other.
Well, a hell of a job. I got to say, it was a rough start to February. Here we are at the end of February. What can we look, really, what can the month of March look for Malik Ray and the team? Where's the confidence level as we continue on?
I think our confidence level is always pretty high. I feel like we have the best team on the service because we always are situational. I would say like we're situationally aware, if that's even a word. Like we're just always like like aware of what's going on behind us and in front of us, and we always just try to keep the big picture in mind.
My buddy, I'll say I only got a 10th grade education. That's one of them college words that you just said, so don't ask me. But a hell of a job tonight. Last question I got for you before I let you head out of here. Is there anybody want to thank friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Shout out to Nathan Harper and his great communication skills all night. Shout out to Ethan for being a team player there at the end, and you for broadcasting, and Kenny for putting on the server, and most importantly, Roger Shelton at Tent Solutions.
All right, buddy. Well, it's all said and done. Malik Ray dominates tonight and will come home winning in MMS. Appreciate your time, buddy. A hell of a job.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. Ethan Eckert, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast. Boo, you got a copy, buddy?
I do got you. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Where do we start? EOL drive-through penalty all the way back to second. What do you make of this night?
It was fun. I mean, yeah. Honestly, these team races, they're a ton of fun. Especially when you get paired up with somebody good. I mean, I knew me and Casey were one of the top 3 teams from the very beginning. So, yeah, I was confident that we'd cash. So, yeah, that's what we did.
Well, buddy, I'll ask you this. Team dynamic can go a long way. Obviously, you and Casey Sprinkle, a very formidable team in their own right. How do you handle whenever you might be paired with somebody who is probably not as good and or there's a bit of a history with? Take me through. Is it easy just to settle your differences for one 90-minute race, or how difficult is it when somebody you're paired with it's a little, I don't know, wonky to say the least?
Oh, well, it depends. If I have James Waring, then I'm probably not running the race. But other than that, I think I'll be able to put my anything I have with anybody aside, and yeah. I mean, it depends who it is, really. If I don't have a problem with most people, but yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much that's it.
Well, it will be a hell of a night for Ethan Eckert coming all the way back from a P2 finish. The last 2 questions I got for you, really, how difficult was it trying to navigate through the traffic, especially considering just everything that went on tonight, having to do a lot of wreck avoidance? How difficult was it to try and make the track position back?
Making track position back was actually relatively easy with how the new truck packages. You just get to the wall, then you take your run strategically, and then just get to people's right ears. It's not really hard to go through the field from back to front in this car.
Well, buddy, last question I got before I let you head out of here tonight. Is there anybody you want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Yeah, huge shout out to Casey Sprinkle for doing his part, got us P2 in the team. You for broadcasting, everyone that raced, Kenny McCullough for putting this on, everyone that watched. Yeah, that's it.
All right, buddy. At the end of a hard-fought night, Ethan Eckert will come home in the second position and get second in the team overall. Appreciate your time, buddy. A hell of a job tonight.
Thank you.
See if I can't get a hold of Nathan Harper. Nathan Harper, did you break even tonight?
No, sir, we did not. We made some dough.
Hell yeah. Take me through the night. At one point, up in the air, looking at the sky after impacting the turn 2 safer barrier. Just take us through it. What was a wild night?
Yeah, fast repair. I was like, all right, which is thank goodness my engine didn't blow trying to get down the pit road. But we had a fast repair, and with the trucks, if it was the old truck, and don't get me wrong, I love the old truck, how it drove, but thank God we're in the new one because I would have been back there the whole time. But funny thing is, Malik used to be my teammate, and now we were teammates tonight, and it's like we never left. So shoot, I mean, we got the job done, and then there at the end. We communicated, and everyone, some people, were by themselves, and that's when desperation starts to kick in. And Ethan, he was in front of me, and, I think he made, I don't know what he made, but his teammate was out of it. And obviously they're teammates, and, when you have to take care of each other, you do it, and it paid off. So, shoot, if it weren't a team event, I would have been screwed, but still, I would have taken P3. But, yeah, everyone getting jockeying around behind us, and we were able to go low and break them away and settle it between us.
Well, buddy, hell of a night you'll walk out of here with. First off, you win on Sunday, which is good enough. I still got to go get my 30-piece at some point tonight. I don't know if I'll be able to handle another. But you'll walk out of here winning the overall team event, finishing third. Your teammate Malik Ray obviously winning tonight. Cloud 9 right now for Nathan Harper.
Yeah, we won donators before this. So we've been on a roll.
God almighty, 3 in a row.
Hey, gotta enjoy it while you can though. I feel like I'm a hit or miss guy. I think I'm more miss, but when I hit, I think I'm pretty good. But hey, you just gotta enjoy it while you can, because you can go right back in a cold spell. So we're gonna.
Felt like hitting the 7s on the slot machine, did not win nothing.
Oh yeah, oh goodness.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job tonight. Last question I got before I let you head out of here. Is there anybody you want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Well, shout out to Malik. We were teammates again, and it'll probably be a long time before we're on their call again. So we worked good tonight. Shout out with Ethan there, helping us. Kenny for putting this on, and you for broadcasting this.
All right, buddy. When it's all said and done, Nathan Harper will walk out of here 3 in a row. And we'll come home third tonight. Appreciate your time, buddy. A hell of a job.
Thank you.
Yep. With that being said, just a quick moment here. Final results are now in. We're at the end of it. I know it's a little sideways. Bear with me here. Still working out the kinks. Malik Ray, your winner, Ethan Eckert. Nathan Harper, Dylan Jones, Cody Nichols, top 5. Jackson Byes, Matthew Lee, Joshua McCullough, Casey Sprinkle, Steve Sizemore will be the top 10. Everybody else displayed towards the bottom. Merck, Danda, Richard Elliott, James Warren, Andrew Santos, your top 15. Matthew Pan, Kim McCullough, Mark Vondale, Daniel Everhart, Tucker McClendon, John Ward, Chase Mastrutta will round out the field for tonight. And with that being said, appreciate everybody watching. Congratulations to Malik Ray, Nathan Harper on their win. And I will see everybody tomorrow night for High Gear Racing. Until then, take it easy. Have a good one.